Hello, 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 hello. Good day, everyone. What's happening? My name is Sonja Marie. If you don't know, with Word Life Astrology, here on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, it's August 11th, 2025, and I'm very, very grateful to be here. I am swimming in gratitude this afternoon, morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. As I scratch my head and get ready. Now, I'm probably going to say this a couple times as people roll in and out, but please forgive me for taking my time today, y'all. Please forgive me. To be honest with you, I almost didn't do it. I almost didn't do this gosh darn thing because I tell you, I'm so full and I'm feeling so much like a Cancer now, a little possessive, that I'm so full and possessive in this moment. I don't want to get rid of none of this feeling. I don't even want to share it. I really don't. But although I end up doing anyway, because I love to share. Oh my God, last night was fucking crazy. Lord have mercy on my soul. I believe out of the 4 performances I did all year, we kicked it off in February, if you didn't know. And by the way, if y'all don't know me, I am a poet, I am a performer, and a writer, and a little bit of a vocalist, and a seer, and ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba, and Kamau and Mystic's mama. Anyway, um, last night, yeah. Oh, out of the 4, the first one in February was like a kickoff to kind of like warm up, and I was hella nervous in that performance. Like truly, I didn't know if I still had my mojo and the juices was gonna come out, but they flew. They was coming out a little bit. And then when the residency kicked in, the first one was great with Fanny Franklin. I felt good. The second one was great with Cody. The room was amazing. People were in there. Oh my God. I had such a good time. But last night, I just want to tell y'all last night, even my keyboardist, big ups to Mark Cross, he walked up to me. He's like, Sonja, I'm getting ready to leave, but I need to tell you something. I said, what? What happened? Everybody good? I'm all like, what's going on? He said, I think last night was the best night. I said, wasn't it? All country. Wasn't it? Oh my gosh, y'all. The musicality, the love in the room. I remembered all my words. Anybody that have perimenopause will understand that shit. I remembered all my words. Claudia slipped in the last 2 weeks, literally, because somebody else was supposed to do it. And God bless her soul. Princess, I hope everything is well with you. A princess handed me off to Claudia, and thank you, princess, for that. And Claudia came and slid on the stage and did her thing and blew that shit up. But wait, who started it off was the Cosmic Flow. Don't get it twisted. 5 incredible poets out of LA, namely Leimert Park, and the crew that we roll with. Man, come on, Nadia. Come on, Yellow Woman, aka Jessica. Come on, Yogi Melvin. Come on, my joy. Come the fuck on, Eternal Mind. I mean, we had so much fun. Thank y'all for being in the place. Look at the fires. Look at the flames up there. I'm going to say hello to y'all in a minute. I mean, goodness gracious, goodness gracious. They just set it off. It was such a cosmic flow, appropriately named and affectionately named the Cosmic Flow. The 5 of them laid it down. Come on, y'all. It started with the word. It started with the word and it ends with the word. And that's exactly what we did. We started with the power and the reverence to the word and ended with that joint. It was, yo, and I'm not a big person to big up my shows. I want y'all to know. Like sometimes I'll come on and be like, oh, it was great. And then inside I'm like, yeah, but such and such could have done that, and I could have done that, and goddamn, I hurt my toe, and blah 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 blah, and they ain't give me my money. And there's always like little complaints in the back because the backstage shit is the backstage shit, right? I hope y'all don't mind. I'm gonna take my time today. But there was no backstage shit. Even Mercury retrograde didn't mess with us. So you was praying for us? Or you wanted the 5 or the 9 that was praying? If you were, thank you. Because Mercury treated us pretty dope. I mean, parking was hella crazy, but I mean, that's to be expected in Venice Beach. You just kind of gotta roll with it. You know what I mean? But thank y'all. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you, Cosmic Flow, for your attendance. Thank you, Lotus Smoke, DJ Lotus Smoke, that came through and blew the place up. Motherfuckers didn't want to leave. They had to kick us out last night, the first time ever. They had to kick the crowd out on a Sunday night. Didn't nobody want to go home and go to work the next morning. Lotus Smoke was putting it down, hitting up all the oldies. A first time in a while or ever. I heard one of my songs in the club and I was like, yes, yes, y'all. I just can't. The gratitude. And I can't discount the people that came and the folks that showed up on the live stream. Now listen, I am not excluding anyone that could not come because of X, Y, and Z. You got your reasons, you got your life, and that's on you. And I get that. But for the ones that consciously show up because they feel like they just want to show up and support a sister, support an artist, support the movement, support, creativity and the feeding of one another back and forth. It's an exchange, y'all. It's truly an exchange. I can start singing again and do my whole set, but I won't. But it's an exchange. You know what I mean? For you to drop $12 and show up for 2 hours of your life and support another. Trust me when I tell you, no ego involved. You leave with a whole lot more than what you came with. Less $12, but a whole lot more. And all I'm saying is get out there and support the artists, y'all. Support creation. Support the heartbeat that's just literally keeping us all alive. If you are home watching TV and listening to music and that's your jam, okay, I'm not going to judge you. But I swear to goodness, you will feel so much better if you just got out the house for 2 hours, took a shower, and you heard of a good singer, a great poet, a wonderful visual artist that just wants a body to roll through the room, man. It means so much to us, and it will mean so much to you. So again, thank you all for supporting. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for getting up on that live stream. That's my son did a video of all the comments that were going up. Kamau was so dope. Thank you, Kamau. If he's on here, he never comes to the rundowns, but I have to thank my son. He held it down. He was like my road manager, stage manager, passing out money, getting the video and the live streams together, taking pictures. Kamau was holding it down, my little moosh. I appreciate you, Mooshie. It was just so wonderful. It was just so wonderful, y'all. So thank you again. I just can't say it enough. And it ain't over. They already emailed me this morning and was like, I was wondering if we can get on the books for a fall residency. I'm like, can I get in the studio first? Can I get some new music? I'm scratching my head like a crackhead. I'm like, wait a minute. So again, thank you. Yellow Woman is on here. Big up Yellow Woman on this IG real quick. My Cancerian sister, I love you so much. Thank you for putting it down with your alkalignment. Y'all that was there or saw it know exactly what I'm talking about. She was dropping bombs of a line. Like, whoa. People was like, what the hell? What she just say? Nadia too, and My Joy, Internal, and fucking Red. Oh my God, I can go on and on and on. But y'all didn't come here to hear about me boast about last night and make you feel guilty for not being there. I'm just joking. But so we'll get into some astrology after I take a sip. And after I say what's happening to all the people here, I appreciate your presence always. Y'all know that. Much love for you, sweet Yella, sweet Jessica. I forgot I put pomegranate. That's bitter, but it tastes good for my heart and soul. What's up to Yellow Woman and Amara? Who else is on here? David, that sweet David rolled through. That's for sure. I got that Sagittarius out the door. What's happening, cutie pie? Thank you for coming. Fawn is here. What's up, Neff? What's up, Chimpy? Wasted years. Yes, didn't you roll through yesterday too? Or is that a dream? Gabby, my sweet lady, you pushed through that hard week that you have. Did we fulfill you? Did we fill you up though, Gab? Are you glad you came? That's all I want to know. Are you glad you came? Did you get some sustenance in your bones? In your marrow, girl. What's up with Melissa? I'ma see you in a little while. Hold the press. Stop it. I'm gonna get on to the weekly rundown in a minute, y'all, but I'm too excited. Y'all just have to bear with me. Melissa has come to several of our Word Life Astrology retreats. Melissa is part of the year and a half long village that we've been rolling strong in. It's only like about 11 of us in there, but we are a family. Should I start singing, Sister Sledge? We are family. And Melissa surprised a chick and texted me the other day and said, Sonja, I'm here to see you in person. I said, what? Honey got on that goddamn flight and booked a hotel room or wherever you at. I'm going to find that out today. Wherever she is, I was so grateful. Oh, Melissa, that's so freaking sweet of you. Like really, really sweet of you. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. The support, y'all. It's overwhelming sometimes. I appreciate you being there, sweetie. Sweet Tea is here. Miss Catrice was in the house. Miss Catrice was in there. Did you hug Melissa, Miss Catrice? ZP was there. Thank you so much. Dorothy, how you doing, honey? We closed it out big, mamas. We missed you. China Wangs is in the joint. Chimpy, oh my God, it's always good squeezing you, Mamacita. Ironetta, yes, one of my favorite Geminis. I'm so glad you were there. Yes, a fall residency. They want us back in there, Chimpy. I don't know what to say about it. Other than I got to get some new music going. Kimberly is here. What's happening? She said, I do feel guilty. You were sipping and you fell asleep. Oh, man. Oh, baby. It's all right. And unfortunately, Stage It doesn't keep archives or nothing. But you caught the last one, right? You got the last show. And you got some clips going on social media. Check out IG, y'all. It's all over. Word Life, Sonja Marie. I appreciate yeah. I'm so glad you in the joint. All right, let's get started with some astrology, y'all. Again, once again, thank you so very much. And thank you for making that summer special a success as well. If y'all didn't know, I kind of low-key extended it after I told y'all about the extension. Maybe I extended a couple of days if somebody says something. You know, I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling generous. If you want to take part in that extended special, then say something on one of these socials and I'll stretch it a day or two. Per the request, though. I'm not going to do it if you don't want it, babies. I ain't going to do it. But thank you for making that successful. Let's get down to this week. You know what? I was going through it real quick, to be honest with y'all. I just put these notes together because I went to sleep at 3:30 in the morning and I'm really tired. I woke up at 6:30, so I'm really tired. And I'm gonna get off here and just chill with Melissa. Really tired, but we're gonna have a good time. But yeah, I just put the notes together, so forgive me for that being so short and sweet, but I swear to at least hit the main points of it. Okay, and remember, if you have any questions, just ask them, especially it filled you up. Yay, Gabby. Especially if it has anything to do with this, and make it general, y'all. Don't come in here weird asking for a free reading. I don't do those things. I don't do that. I'm a community-based kind of situation here. It's a community-based situation. And if you want to read and jump on that special, if just tell me you want it. All right. Kenya Moore, my question is for the reading, do you have to be there or is it a video because I'm always at work? No, we do it on Zoom, honey pie. And I record it. And that's, I believe, one of the best things. Mystic, stop doing that, boo. That's one of the best things, because even if you're not as attentive as you would like to be while you're at work, I'll send you the recording and you can go ahead and listen to it when you're a little bit more relaxed, and all the information can come to you. Okay, so yes, we recorded on Zoom, and yeah, that's it. And it's a 90-minute read, so make sure you have enough time, at least an hour and 45 minutes, because the girl goes over sometimes. All right. Yep, yep, yep. That's a good question. I appreciate you asking that. Excuse me. Woohoo. Okay. Today is Monday. It's Monday. Empress, what's happening, baby? Today is Monday. You feel like dancing alone tonight, Distos? But yo, my feet hurt. Today, being Monday, the moon is in Pisces still. I was so happy that moon was in Pisces yesterday, because it made things a little emotionally easy to deal with. Everyone had a sense of compassion. Don't you feel that when the moon is in Pisces? Oh, by the way, the reason why I'm sitting in my corner again today, the electricity is off one more time. So I'm on this hotspot, and if the internet goes off and out and kind of messes up, we're not going to put that on there, because Mercury is going direct today, right? So everything is going to be fine, right? Trying to make good with the universe. Yes, yes, Mercury is going to be good, but the electricity is out. So that's why I'm sitting over here. Let's see how we can rock with this and make it quick. Today, don't you like it when that moon is in Pisces? Because again, like today, things feel compassionate. Things feel, especially when it's in harmony. People want to be forgiven. People want to give way. People want to assist. People want to give from their heart. And that's that awesome, awesome Piscean energy. I love Pisces energy because it's very, very wise and incredibly just easy going and forgiving. Did I say that already? Forgiving. I can't remember. Hi, Ramon. How you doing? Very forgiving. So if you're feeling like you need to forgive somebody, do that thing. I felt that yesterday. There was something, squirrel. There was something that I was thinking about. I'm just gonna keep my business to myself. But the thing that I was thinking about, I said, Sonja, you know what? You need to really let that go. It doesn't even apply anymore. You know how the mind does that, y'all? When you shit, when you guilt, when you shame, when the pain, when a grudge is on loop in the mind, then all of a sudden the loop comes back and you start feeling the same feelings as the mind probes it. And then you go, wait a minute, why am I feeling that? It's like 15 years ago. What the fuck? What am I holding on for that? That was that feeling of forgiveness. And when the moon and certain placements in astrology lock in and are incredibly synchronistic, it allows us to allow that feeling to go a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Like astrology is just energy, and it's not predictions on some level. They're portals of energy that allow you to get what you need to get, good, bad, or indifferent, to move through. We decide how to utilize this energy that's flowing through. Okay. So, in any case, with that moon in Pisces, get some of that forgiveness on you, because it's not worth it. The weight causes cancer. The weight, the heavy, causes disease, all kind of disease. The weight causes so much that you don't need to hold on to it, right? We don't have too much longer here. And I don't give a fuck if you're 20 or if you're 85. We don't have too much longer here. So live the best you can, you know what I mean? And forgive people, because everybody's trying their best. And if they're not, then just move them out the way and find the ones that are. Okay, on Monday today, that moon in Pisces, though, is causing a little quincunx with the sun. Something or somebody is a little bit too bold for your taste. Can you get over it and let people be? That was a dope ass segue that I didn't even realize I was doing. The forgiveness, right? Letting people be. Now, let me tell you why, for the students out there that want to know why I'm coming up with this, because the sun in Leo allows is a grandioso, right? Is magnanimous. Is Leo is a performer. Leo likes to, that's what gets me on stage. I ain't even gonna lie. Right? Leo is that performer that wants to just be out there and just to shine. His ruler is the sun. Give me a break. When has the sun ever dipped behind a cloud like on purpose? You know what I mean? The sun is like, nah, I'm here to shine always. But that moon in Pisces, the moon is the reaction to this sun's brightness, right? And that causes a quincunx. Why? Because Pisces and Leo don't like each other. Leo sun and Pisces moon. And it's like a quincunx. It's irritating. So maybe the forgiveness part, the compassionate part is looking at somebody like, you're just too bright. Can you just relax? You're just too big. You're just too courageous. You're just too bold. You're just too egotistical. You're just too. And hey, wait, hold on. Why can't I just be me? And if you don't like me and you don't like the way I'm shining, why don't you go in the other room? That's some good advice, ain't it? I'm just saying. I'm really just saying. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. If any of this is resonating with you, I appreciate that. It allows YouTube to know that I'm doing my job, and it circulates this thing a little bit better on the algorithm here. You know what I'm saying? But let people be who they are. Get over it. Stop reacting. In my opinion, it's not worth to react so sensitively today for people being bold and being big. If you can't take it because of your insecurities, if you can't take it because of your passive aggression, if you can't take it because of your own victimhood, i.e. conditions and what the world has taught you, then leave the room. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave the room, cousin. Okay. Also today, though, Saturn, the planet of challenges, hardships, lessons learned, fears, authority, is in right alignment, in harmonious alignment with Uranus. That's interesting. So has anyone had any weird changes happening so far? Please raise your hand or say yes, y'all. This week, did I finish this sentence out loud? This week, it's the week of changes, but also the week of action. But how you move is indicative of how you understand the change. You'll get that in a minute. Meaning, like, how you pivot, your perception of the pivot, your perception of the sporadic kind of energy that's happening this week, of the nuance, meaning like the original types of ideas that want to come in and swipe the day, like, no, we're gonna do this because this is gonna work better, and then all of a sudden you got to change, right? Your perspective to that is going to make you move in the, in quotes, desired direction or not so desired. Does that make sense? How well can you pivot? Has some pivoted things been happening today? Kimberly says yes. D Stokes says yes. Ironetta said, uh-huh. Like really. So the thing is that with Saturn in harmonious relationship with that change and pivot, Saturn says, okay, well, maybe we can learn something out of it. Saturn says we're going to pivot, but I mean, maybe that eradicates some fears that you must had about this particular way it should be. Mystic, go in the room with that. Stop it. It's too much in my face right now, in my peripheral. I don't want to see that. Okay. Saturn says, listen, how about, you step into authority with it? Because Saturn is about being the authoritative person or dealing with authoritative energy. So if there's some switch, maybe it's asking you to boss the fuck up. Maybe it's asking you to put on your big girl and your big boy panties and underwear. You understand what I mean? Instead of fading away in the wind, saying, I don't want to change, I don't want to be a bother. No, be a bother. Wreck shop. In the best way possible. Get out there and wreck the shit. That's today. Let me read the notes that I put. I'm probably going to reiterate, but I just want to make sure I'm covering all my bases. Change is inevitable. Learn from it and swim. Apply work, discipline, and boundaries in order to make this switch and this change happening. You got that? You got that? Hello, new person, Cherie Parnell. So happy to have you here, sweet sister. Come on, pull up a chair. On Tuesday, we're talking about the weekly aspects in astrology of this particular week. So hopefully this information helps you in some kind of way. Tomorrow is a busy, energetic day. Y'all ready? This is for all the astrologers in the room. I'm going to run down the aspects because they like to take notes and pause the situation. And then I'm going to come back and explain. Okay, Lucy? I'm going to explain, Lucy. Tuesday, the moon is in conjunction with Saturn. The moon is sextile in Uranus. The moon is in conjunction with Neptune. The moon is sextile in Pluto going retrograde. The moon is opposition Mars. The moon is trining Mercury. That's a big deal. Oh, did I say, wait, hold on before we get to Tuesday. Mercury's direct today. It happened in the middle of the night at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're off the hook. But understand this, though, for the next 10 days or so, it's a little wobbly. So if Mercury retrograde activity is still happening, just be understanding and know that things are coming into alignment, okay? And continue to walk slowly and check your ego, all right? Give people a break. That's all I'm going to say. Just give people a break, including yourself. Okay, continuing with Tuesday, you hear all them aspects. The crazy thing about it is like, it's a hodgepodge. It's like a gumbo soup. It's like, what the hell? We got conjunctions. Good thing is no square in there throwing it off, but the opposition makes us bring things in balance. Let's start. That moon in conjunction with Saturn says initiate some things with authority. Now, that's pretty dope because if we're changing the day before and we're slipping into some authoritative moments, right? Then on Tuesday, we have to initiate some projects, initiate some things. We got to be Aries like. Why? Because tomorrow the moon goes in Aries. So if the moon is conjuncting Saturn in Aries, it's about starting some things like a boss. Starting the hard things, implementing your boundaries in a way in which you never have before, which makes you look like a boss. It makes you look like the boss of you. That's all I'm saying for tomorrow. But here's the deal, though. You don't have to incorporate anger with that. You don't have to incorporate a brashness with that. You don't have to incorporate immaturity with that. Aries, and Aries people on here, don't get your panties in a bunch, okay? But Aries is really brash and is really immature about a lot of things. It has to be. You know why? It's the first freaking incarnation of the zodiac. It's the first energy that busts through that says, I don't care. Let me just do what I got to do. And then it goes, oh, maybe I should think about that. Oh, maybe I should pray about that. Oh, maybe I should cry. Maybe I should emote. Maybe I should be a little bit more emotionally mature. So Aries got it bad in that way, but they got it good in the way in which they can start some things. So if you can't check the baby in you, then maybe you shouldn't start anything. Or maybe you should have a team of people that can assist you and say, did I do that thing right? Should I plan it this way? Should I start this? An attorney, an accountant. Like, surround yourself with people who are sure to help you to delegate your leadership. Okay, tomorrow, whatever it is that you start, help you to delegate your leadership and make the thing go out full circle. You know why? Because when Aries starts something, and that Aries energy, we are all under this, okay? You don't have to be an Aries to apply to this. That Aries energy can start a good thing. Any Aries in the place, but you don't know how to finish so readily. I'm just saying, cousins. I'm just saying that Aries energy has a hard time following through because, again, it's so naive and so let's just do it. And then it doesn't realize it. You got all of these other things you got to do too. They didn't check the details, you dig? So make sure you check the details and or have people to do that for you. The moon in Uranus, the pivot is necessary. To pivot. The moon sextile in Uranus says, yes, let's ride along this change. Let's pivot. Let's go where we need to go. Let's incorporate the surprises with love, with joy, with, oh, me. A great little perspective on it, as opposed to, oh, I feel like a victim. I got to leave right now. I got to move. Now, this is what I just heard coming through, a couple downloads coming in. Somebody's going to have to move, and or something's happening with your dwelling, with your home. And look at it as a blessing, please and very please. Like, look at it as a blessing. Sometimes it's really all about how we take the thing in, y'all. We can fuck up an opportunity, or we can put some good stuff on that opportunity and it turns out to be the best possible. So I hope this is not for everybody or anybody, but if a pipe bursts and all of a sudden you got to move, you know what I mean? If you got some, I don't know, some rats in the house. Oh, I hope that doesn't apply. But if you got somebody rolling through your house, ain't supposed to be there, and you got to go somewhere, and all of a sudden pivot, you got to change. Look at it as a blessing. Maybe that's some kind of way of pushing you out, pushing you through, allowing you to go to the next level. You dig? That's all I'm saying, cousins. The moon in Aries is conjunct in Neptune. So in some kind of way, as you're making these pivots, as you're allowing change to lead the way, as you are applying your authority and your hard work tomorrow, I mean, call on spirit. Call on your ancestors, call on your guides. Take a moment every now and again. It's okay to sit back for 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day in these small little intervals and daydream about some things. Well, that's why the Spaniards and a lot of other cultures get off work early, have siestas, have 3 hour. Everybody gets drunk in Italy, drinks wine and has pasta and then goes back to work. You know why? Because you got to rejuvenate. And Neptune says it's okay to rejuvenate every now and again. It's okay to goddamn daydream and sit in the park at lunch and look at the birds and go, oh, there's some cute little birds. I wonder what they do. Ba 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 ba. Just go way off of your taxes and all the other things that you got to be responsible for. It's all right to dream, y'all. It feeds us more than you know. Also, tomorrow, the moon is sextile in Pluto going retrograde. Pluto has been retrograde, y'all. So if your power has felt a little diminished, I mean, your inner power, your need to transform some things about your life, if it's felt a little dwindling and you're like, where's my chutzpah? Where's my push? Where's my thing? Well, it's on review right now. It's literally asking you, you sure you want to push for this thing? You sure you want to go over here? You sure you want to ask that person? You sure you want to implement this thing? So ask yourselves that question, especially if it's when and if it's aspected harmoniously like it is tomorrow, right? It's asking you to redirect your passion and your transformation in your life. Make sure you are living the artist way. Can I put myself back in there real quick? Make sure when I make up my mind to find the artist way, I am safe inside. I make my heart lead the way. Make sure you make your heart lead the way as you reevaluate your passions and your transformative life. Because why? Whether you 8 or 80, we only have a short time being here, yo. So live from your heart. Fuck the rest. All right, that's all I'm going to say. The moon is opposition Mars tomorrow. Make sure that you balance it out, though. Whatever power structures you're rebuilding, whatever things that you are learning, the boundaries that you're putting up, make sure you balance it between you and between them. Because the moon in Aries says, me, 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 me. I want to do it for me. I'm going to lead my life self-centeredly. Like me, 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 me. And Libra on the other end is like, well, what about your partner? What about the people? What about justice? What about being fair? All the things, right? So we got to have balance. Just remember other folks, okay? That's all I'm saying. We can all win in this motherfucker. We can all win. We don't have to be competitive and weird like, all right? That's all I'm going to say, really. No, I'm not. I just don't like competition. I mean, that's a lie. Let me start from over with this thought because I'm very competitive, but I like friendly competition. I like hip hop competition. I like competition that makes each other feel better and bigger. Like last night with the cosmic flow, passing it off. It starts with the word, it ends with the word. We kept saying that because we passing on the word. And every time we passed that shit, folks got better and better. The music got louder and louder because friendly competition makes you shine a whole lot brighter. But sometimes people want to come with the weird competition. Sometimes people want to come to beat you and squash you and step on your neck and reign supreme. That's weird. Get the fuck off the planet with that. Like, for real, stop it. Just stop it. So the bottom line is that in that balance, in that opposition, give some and take some. That's all. That's all. You hear them barking out there, Mystic? That's all good. And then lastly, no, 2 more things on Tuesday. Tuesday's a full day. The moon is I said that. Opposition Mars. Lastly, the moon is trining Mercury. So now that Mercury is going direct, right? Starting today and tomorrow, it's like it's revving up, it's doing this thing. It's asking you when it trines with the moon to speak how you feel. Say the things that's on your heart. Just say it. I just had a conversation with a friend about 15 minutes ago about an issue. And I was like, you know what? It's best if you just say the thing. Make it clear. Just say it. Because the back and forth is going to drive everybody crazy. But to that person, if he is listening to that person, this is a good time to do it, babe. Why? Because Mercury's direct now. Now it's time to make that shit clear and let them know. You did? So it's about clarity. It's about speaking what you really feel. If there was a question about anything that was on your heart, you know what I mean? It's a question about anything that you need to confront, that you need to fight, that you need to be made known, about something that you need to start and initiate, the projects that you've had on your brain. It's time to get that thing going, y'all. Not just the plan, but the initiation. Do y'all remember like 2 rundowns ago? And if you don't, all the videos are archived. Go get a word. And it was a moment in which we were in planning mode when Mercury was doing his thing, going retrograde, telling us to step in the plan, get the process going. Well, now it's about the action. Now that Mercury is going direct and Mars is all up in the mix, it's time to move on it, Cupcake. Move it. Get out the way. Get out the way. Okay, y'all know I got music all in my bones, so this may be a medley of all kinds of shit. Next thing you know, I'm going to sing all the notes. Okay, on Wednesday, the moon is still in Aries, but this is when that Aries moon wants to show out. Come on, Aries moon. Don't do it to the people. It's going to square up Venus. Uh-oh. Who you pissed at? You pissed at love? You pissed at opportunities? You pissed at money or the lack of it? Somebody taking your money? Who you pissed at tomorrow on Wednesday? Who you pissed at? Can I keep asking that question? You don't know yet. And maybe it's growing to get to that point. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You don't have to be pissed if you can confront the situation with some clarity and give people a break. Because I mean that with everything. I mean that. Even the crooks, even the person that you thought did it on purpose. I mean, so what? So what? Give them a break. If that's what they need to do in order to feel like they getting over, then let them have it. Do y'all know what I mean by that? Squirrel, isn't it interesting how people think they are the better of you when they have these weird little small wins? And they feel like they drop the sarcastic line and they walk away proud like a peacock. When they insult you in front of a group of people, when they cheat you out of $10, $5, and they feel like they walked away a little bit richer, and you looking at them like, wow, that's what makes you have a good day? That's what makes you do that thing? All I'm saying is on Wednesday, if you feel like you're gonna like puff your chest out for some bullshit that ain't worth it, because Venus is talking about worth, I mean, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Okay? Ice Cube. I mean, for real, check yourself because there's a bigger picture, cousin. There's a bigger picture. When we start glorifying these small wins in a really, I'm going to say the word sinful way, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all can break that down to how y'all want. But in a real weird way, when we start glorifying these things, you start putting these wins in a bank that builds up, that comes back to you, baby, in the most unofficial, undesired type of way. You get that? We manifest negativity just like we manifest positivity, don't you know? Because it's all energy. So why glorify the small wins when you can just wait for the bigger wins to put in your bank? You dig? I'm just saying. Does that make sense to y'all? Yes, yes, y'all? Talk to me. Talk to me. Who's in the place? Talk to me. Hey. Hi, China Wings. I said hello to you already. Let them have it. Let them have it. Let them have it. And I'm going to tell you, all the cancers in the place, big ups to us because we are notorious for that type shit. And Aquarius is too, by the way, because they don't like confrontation. But I'm going to wait till this little My block is so busy. And cancers too, mainly because cancers emote and sense and intuit everything. So we know when folks are trying to get over on us before they even walk in the room. And we go, yeah, you can have that shit, but I bet you won't have my heart though. That's how cancer's punished. I bet you won't have my heart. You'll be coming over here trying to get that same love. And I'll be like, yeah, but I tracked that bullshit you did last month. I'm cool. You ain't getting the same hugs. You not. You just not. Because we talked about it and you just weird. Okay, anyway, I digress. Also on Wednesday, the moon is trining the sun. That's why we need to let these weird little winds just go by so you can shine. Just shine and just being in the place. Just be happy to be there, y'all. Just be happy to be in the spot. Let the little small winds go by for folks who want to get up on that thing. It's not necessary. Kick rocks. On Thursday, the moon goes to calm ass Taurus. I love Taurus energy, by the way. I love all kinds of energy. I love all the zodiac, to be honest with you, because everybody has their blessing. Everybody got their shit. But Taurus's blessing is so caring. It's so devoted. Oh, I love Taurus devotion. They never let you go until it's time. And sometimes to their detriment, but at the end of the day, it always proves how steadfast they are for the heart, though. And that means everything to me personally. However, on this particular day, the moon is going to be aspected in a negative way on Thursday. So that means when the moon is aspected in a negative way, it always tends to bring out the negative vibrations or energy of a particular aspect, okay? I hope y'all learned something this then. I feel good about that, being a teacher in this moment. Okay? So with the moon being in Taurus, do yourself a better and forcibly eat. Forcibly put up the positive things about Taurus of being caring, because what's gonna happen is the moon is squaring Pluto going retrograde. Ooh, wee. And I say that because the moon in Taurus is stubborn as fuck, and Aquarius, where Pluto is stubborn as fuck. The two most stubborn signs out of the entire zodiac. Trust and believe that. Okay, so there's a power trip that's going on some stubborn shit. And the thing about reactions, i.e., the moon, emotional expressions, when it starts power tripping Pluto, like, no, I'm trying to renegotiate my power here, and you're trying to step on my toes. I don't even know what it is I want to do, and you're trying to tell me what to do. Back the fuck up, give me 50 feet. That moon in Taurus wants to react in a stubborn, punishing type of way. That's weird as hell. So that means nobody's doing nothing. It's a standoff on some emotional bullshit. Come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because at the same time, that moon in Taurus is square in Mercury. So it has to do something with some communication. Somebody trying to punk you, or you trying to punk somebody else with the words that you say, with the thoughts that you have, with the plan that you may have gotten a little misconstrued about. What's up, 51 or 63? Glad you can join us. You understand what I'm saying? So the bottom line is, like, watch what you say. Do you remember what you said? Do you even remember what you said? Coming off the cuff of Mercury retrograde, with this moon squaring Mercury, as it's going direct, somebody can come your way and be like, well, you said last week you was going to do X, Y, and Z. This is Thursday. You said last week somebody you was going to do X, Y, and Z. Well, did I? Let me look at my calendar. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I double, triple booked on that day. Blah. Now you want to get your feelings hurt. Don't do that. Be patient, y'all. Be patient and non-punishing. Be easy on people. The thing about it is, y'all, I know sometimes we want to get back at folks. I know sometimes we just want to not only punish people, and it's punishment. Overall, it's punishment. But you want to make people accountable, which is punishment. And you want to make people responsible, which is punishment on some kind of level. Because who are you to force somebody for some sort of accountability? I'm saying that, like, for real. Who are you to say, oh, it should have gone a different way, a particular way? Oh, because you paid for it. Oh, because you had sex with them last night. Oh, because you their mother. I'm just saying, who are you really? At the same time, us being the most powerful species on the freaking planet, we can be very demanding and very idiotic sometimes. because we don't have those rules. We don't have those rights to be able to tell a person what they should and should not do. So why punish them for the things that they said and the things that they do? Y'all get that? We will be happier for it. We can communicate our disappointment, but we do have a choice to fuck with somebody or not. So if you go back into that situation and you still fucking with them, you setting yourself up, cuz. Y'all get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Am I dropping it today? I'm just saying, it's all God. And I want y'all to be really understanding of that point. Why? Because Mercury is sextiling Mars. So if you find yourself vindicated for some shit that a person should, in quotes, or should not do, for punishing a person by their plans or their slips of Mercury retrograde. I appreciate that, Jessica Nicole. Their plans and how things shifted. You may act on it. Mars is action, remember? You may motivate and you may move on that with Mercury sextile and Mars. And you may not think about it too much. And the next thing you know, you make a mountain out of a freaking molehill that was once an ant hill, that was once a microbiotic hill. Sonja. Anyway, the bottom line is you making it bigger than what it needs to be. Okay? Don't do that before you make that move. Get clear on what things are being said and what things are being talked about and thought about before you actually make a plan on Thursday. Y'all got that? Remember, I told you. Remember, Spirit told you. On Friday, the moon will stay in Taurus. Now, I am considering this a spa day. Anybody want to go to spa with me? I just want to say, I said that real fast. Anybody want to, anybody want to sound like a horn real quick. I told y'all music is inside me. I'm still on stage. When I make up, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, Friday is that spa day. You know why? Because the moon is still in Taurus. And Taurus is probably, that Taurus energy, that emotional energy is probably exhausted, punishing people and or trying not to punish people. D Stokes, you fucking sweetie pie face. Thank you. I appreciate the donation of the 10 big bucks smuckaroos. I love you, Taurus lady. So Friday, and I'm going to take that to the spa. Friday, Taurus is probably going to be exhausted about holding back, about trying to punish, about trying to find its way. And there's some harmonious reactions to Taurus energy. Let me say that again because IG went a little blipped. There's some harmonious action to Taurus energy on Friday that I want you to take advantage of. And again, be easy on people, but mainly, what's up, Sankofa, sweet brother? But mainly be easy on yourself. This is Friday. Why? Because the moon in Taurus is sextiling Jupiter, and the moon in Taurus is sextiling Venus. Isn't that beautiful? But those that already know, don't that sound like Skittles and goddamn rainbows? Don't that sound like Care Bears and pizza in the bed? Don't that sound like hot cocoa on the coldest day? I'm just saying, the moon being in Taurus, sweet Taurus that just wants to really be easy and take things easy, is in alignment with Jupiter, the opportunities, the love. You dig? Jupiter's in Cancer, remember? I remember being a Cancer, and all you water signs should be taking advantage of this. That's all I'm saying. Feel the love and the care that's coming over you, and dare it be luxury like though, and quality like though, because Taurus don't do nothing without quality. Understand that too. Leo's either, but Taurus likes to do things like big up. Leo's quality versus Taurus quality, just for a little side note, squirrel kind of education. Leo likes quality that's big and luxurious and diamonds and pearls, and everybody see me because Leo is a showboat, right? In the best way possible. Taurus is like, I don't need to show it, but you bitches will know I'm coming when I'm rolling down the road in a Bentley. You'll know it. I'll just walk up with the finest purse and you'll be like, ooh, girl, you just put that purse on the table like blow. Yep. That's Taurus's thing. Quiet like. So on Friday, the moon with in Taurus sextile and Jupiter's quality, or let me say that again. The moon in Taurus and its quality, sextile in Jupiter, in Cancer, the care, the self-care, the self-love, the nourisher, the nourishment of a thing. Yeah, it's a spa day, y'all, in the most luxurious way possible, okay? Tourist style, nice and easy, and then have a really good meal. At the very least, if you don't go to the spa, treat yourself to your best meal that day. I bet you'll enjoy it. I bet you. Also, that moon is sextile in Venus. So, I mean, love yourself, love you. Love up everything and anybody. Skip down the street if you have to. Smile at babies on that day. Again, the moon is in Taurus and Venus is in Cancer. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, taking care of everybody and everything, damn it. So love up on the peoples. And by the way, I should say this because I keep talking about food. Cancer and Taurus are the foodies of the zodiac. So yeah, food got to be in there someplace, y'all. Leave a comment here on YouTube or even on IG. Y'all don't engage too much, and that's all right. But on YouTube, leave a comment and let me know what kind of meal you had on Friday. Please, can you come back and tell me? I want some sushi. I gotta drop a couple $100 because me and my son, we love sushi. Okay, keeping it moving. And remember, it's action this week. You already heard Mars being aspected in several different ways. And if you don't remember, rewind selector and go back through this thing and listen to Mars aspects again, because it's about moving and grooving this week in the best way possible. All right. On Saturday, the moon goes into Gemini. Now it's about talking. Now it's about thinking. Now it's about not only planning, but compartmentalizing things. Now it's about the information. Now it's about keeping it light and airy and getting that glass of wine. Oh, where's B? Is B on here? Thank you for that wine yesterday, sweetie pie face. I really, really did appreciate that. Ooh, girl, it was nice last night. Not in a bad way, but I just felt all the feels. Okay, I'm not going to go back down that road. Come on, Sonja, focus. On Saturday with that moon in Gemini, you might feel like a glass, a bottle, or 6 bottles of wine, that's for sure. Gemini likes to have a good time. So there's an elevated, light kind of feeling on that day. If you go into a party, have a really, really good time. But wait, the moon is in conjunction with Uranus. So there may be a change in plans. There may be some people coming to the party that you may or may not like. There may be a change in location. There may be, a new party to go to. It may be several parties to go to. It may be some information that you didn't have about the party and you end up going to the wrong direction or the wrong location or whatever. Just be flexible on that day because moon in Gemini for sure does not mind change. So adapt to that feeling. Okay. And if you're a person that does not like change, you could have a hard time with Saturday because it's moving and grooving, it's going back and forth and it's going where it lands. You understand what I mean? Just keep it open-ended. You dig? Just keep it open-ended on Saturday. Also on Saturday, the moon trines Pluto going retro. So that means we're regaining our power. We're feeling like we know what we're doing. Don't allow people days before to punk you again on this Saturday. You know who you are. You know why you came. And again, I'm putting this on the artists and the creative types, and we all are creative. You know why you came here, to transform this life, to transform your existence, to add your legacy to this history. No, for real, you know why you came here to do that. So insert that power. Now, I'll tell you, when Pluto goes direct on October 12th or the 13th, I believe, we have to get reacquainted with our own power by then. So if you are mulling over it, okay, that's a good start. Mull over it, ask the questions, do some research, find your courage, find your balls out this motherfucker and make it happen. Because in October, when it goes direct, it's time to shine now in a way that you do it Pluto style from 0 to 60. An extreme. Pluto don't deal like the sun. The sun just shines because it has to. Pluto shines and transforms and damn near destroys everything in its wake if it doesn't reverberate and vibrate with what its new power structure is. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so glad this information is coming through and my prayer worked today because I feel good. I feel good about candy. Any New Yorkers out there? That little East Coast hip hop? Nope. Okay. The moon is sextile in Mercury on Saturday. Yep. So communication is in order. Communication is clear. Again, speak how you feel. Speak how you feel. Give people information on Saturday. You understand what I mean? Help people to understand. I love that about Gemini energy. Gemini energy doesn't take things personal when people have a hard time understanding and when people need to hear different perspectives. That's the beauty of Gemini. It's not that they're two-faced, and I've said this 100 million times. It's not that they're two-faced, they just have different perspectives. And oftentimes it's great to see these different perspectives so you don't get your heart all caught in a jam, you dig? And your head all caught in the muck. It's not worth it. We only have a little bit of time on this planet. Why let shit throw you off? Gemini says it's all right. Look at it from a different lens. We'll be good. So do that for yourself. Communicate the clarity, share the information and the different perspectives as much as possible so you can keep the air clear. Make sense to everybody? Lastly, on Saturday, that moon, here comes the action again, is trining Mars. We got to move on these ideas, y'all. We got to move on the things that we've been sitting on and or mulling over through Mercury retrograde. We got to implement the plan. Now, some people may be out there and be like, I don't have a plan. I don't even know what I want to do. That's clear. That's understood. Very much understood. Because sometimes people are in a cloud. Sometimes it's a self-perpetuated cloud, I might add. And let's be fair. Sometimes you put yourself in that little fucking corner. So, I mean, if you're doing that, you need to get yourself up out of there. But sometimes circumstances may just put you in there. And if you don't know what to do, what do they say? If you don't know what to do, somebody say it. Finish my sentence. What the elders say. If you don't know what to do, is that juice in that fancy glass? Yes, it's pomegranate and cranberry juice. You think it's cold wine, D Stokes? Wine on ice. By the way, squirrel, I hate when people put wine in ice. It just don't do it for me. And I know a couple people. Y'all can't finish that sentence for me? When you don't know what to do, what's the second part of that? Melissa said, pray about it. Yep. I was going to translate it to that. But the old folks, I'm sorry, let me say that again. The elders, I'm trying not to say old folks ever again. The elders, yep. Go ahead, Duchess Plum. Go ahead, 51 and 63. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Be still. Just stand, these Stokes. Right, Miss Irene? Do nothing, Bella means beautiful. Do nothing. That's right. That's right, Tiff. And when you do nothing, here's the magic of that. When you do nothing, you surrender. You surrender. Your ego says, I have no. IG is bugging. Okay, we back. The ego says, I have no idea. I'm lost. I'm human. I give up. And that's when the miracles happen. That's when the information comes through. That's when you get hit in your dream times. That's when you get visions. Now, the responsibility is to follow up with those visions. Even as crazy as it may sound, it may look to you or anybody else, you got to follow what's being told. You understand? And then once you figure that out, and then when Pluto goes direct, boom, it's on and popping, babies. Don't you know that? The world, the universe, spirit, your ancestors are conspiring for you, not against you. Drop that weird ass Christian ideology that says God is punishing you. Things are hard because you need to learn. No, things are hard because you make it hard, because we make it hard. Can we agree to that? Well, somebody still believe that somebody else did it. That you projecting somebody else, you putting shame on somebody else, putting blame on somebody else. Don't do that. We too old for that shit. What was your part? That's my stilo. Squirrel. When people come to me and talk to me about their problems, before I even say it, in the back of my mind, I'm just listening because I'm a really good listener. I got Mercury and Cancer. So I can listen with the empathetic heart. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, but what did you do? What did you add to this? And that's not to make people feel shame. That's to take responsibility. Because we play a part in almost anything and everything that happens in our lives. And we're too motherfucking grown to continue to blame people. Stop it. from the lady at the grocery store to your grandmother. Just stop it. Okay? It's not necessary. That's all, because we got things to do. We got to move on it, like I said. We got to move on it. We got to move on these plans and these ideas and these thoughts and this regenerated power that we have. Because while we are asserting ourselves differently nowadays, void the nonsense and the bullshit, we going higher. We going higher, y'all. Right, Melissa? Okay, on Sunday, believe it or not, the moon is in Gemini and there are no aspects. Nothing, no squares, no sextiles, no oppositions, no nothing. Enjoy that moon in Gemini again and be as social as possible. There's something I got going on Sunday. Oh, yeah. We having Hennessy and Prosecco. Y'all know anything about Hennessy and Prosecco? If you're in the LA area, y'all should come on through. Look it up at Soul Supreme's IG page. Okay, I think I'm gonna retweet it. Retweet it? Retweet it. Retweet it. Do you retweet on IG or you repost? Repost. Me and my goddamn social media education is about 12th grade. I ain't even gonna lie. Maybe younger than that. 5th grade. I tell you. Y'all have any questions before I pull the card for the week? How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? How you feeling? Let's go higher. Let's go higher. That's right. Waiting for questions. Anybody, you feel great? Tony the Tiger, great? Let's go higher. Yes, I'm so glad you in here, Miss Raisa. How you been? You good? Grateful and joyful? Oh, that's awesome, Miss Irene. That's awesome to hear you say that. Oh, yes. You've been talking to the trees, huh? All right, let's pick a card, y'all, so I can get out of here and start my spa day early. I'll probably take another one on Friday, but I know I'm gonna take it today too. Here we go, D. We about to drop these cards, honey. Great mother, Father God. Thank you, God. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, this one jumped right on out. It said, I'm going. I am up. I am that baby's daddy. All right, then. Well, let me see what you got to say. It's the card for the week. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Hi, Miko. How you doing, sweetie pie? Boom. Because we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's stop giving. Y'all want to sing it with me? Come on. Every choice I'm making. Okay. I'm not going to do it. They played that song so much during that time. Anybody who was alive, my age, around about when We Are the World came out, Lord have mercy. They played like 16,000 times on the radio. And then we went to school and they played it again. And we had a We Are the World Day in which they but they suggest everybody to support. And they served bread and water. This is a true story. They served bread and water for lunch on the We Are the World Day at my high school, Sacred Heart High School. If you wanted to bring a bag lunch, you could. But if you wanted to support and give a donation, you ate bread and water for the We Are the World Day. Y'all have thoughts about that? Your mom loved that song? It's a great song, Sankofa. They just killed it, though. They just over and over and over and over. Y'all got thoughts about that, though? Sacred Heart High School was crazy. You know, Catholic people. I was so judgmental. My bad. I'm sorry to all the Catholics. But sometimes y'all could do things in like extreme. You know what I mean? At 17, I was like, I don't want no freaking bread and water. I'll give my lunch money up, but I'm going to the pizza shop. I'll be back. I'm going to be late for 6th period. It was everywhere, wasn't it? Okay. I just want to be, I'm just so talkative right now. You bought her the vinyl? You buy vinyl for everything, St. Kofa. This vinyl for We Are the World. I love this card. This is like the Aquarius humanity card, y'all. This is that joint right here. Check it out. Humanity is depicted here as a rainbow of beings dancing around the mandala of the earth with their hands joined together in joy and gratitude for the gift of life. Hallelujah. This card represents a time of communication. See? Mercury's going direct. Time for communication, of sharing the riches that each of us bring to the whole. There's no clinging here, no grasping, no possession, y'all. It's a circle without fear of feelings of inferiority or superiority. When we recognize the common source of our humanity, the common origins of our dreams and our longings, our hopes and our fears, we are able to see that we are all joined together in the great miracle of existence. When we combine our tremendous inner wealth to create a treasure of love and wisdom that is available to all, we are linked together in this exquisite pattern of eternal creations. Ashe, amen, aho, matakwe ase. I'm so glad that y'all joined me today. I'm so glad that y'all gave me this energy. I think it was from y'all, for real. As soon as I saw the flames, I think it was y'all. Y'all pumped me up because a girl all of a sudden just got tired again. And I'm grateful for the energy, spirit. I'm grateful for the love and again for the support for coming on out. Empress and Sankofa, thank you for coming through always. We support one another highly, openly, unabashed, always. I love the card too, right? So I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you came through again for all your support, those on live stream, those that came to the joint, those that took advantage of the summer special. I pray Spirit gave you something and dropped you something in your heart that you needed. Like for real, for real. That's my only prayer. Sonja doesn't change lives. I have to reiterate that over and over again. It's Spirit's work through us all that does the assisting. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just a little piece of your grand story. All right. And grateful and honored to be here. Y'all have an awesome Monday. Okay. Be good to yourself always and first. All right. Love you. All right. Adios.